revealing for the first time, although I gave you my vision from the Holy Spirit in 2020. Remember, I had the dream, the video went viral. It spread worldwide like a fire of truth. It was removed by the censors, buried down the rabbit hole after having about 3 million plus views, of which I warned of massive alien disclosure in a fake Project Bluebeam aircraft mothership in our sky. Now, by the way, Avi Loeb over at Harvard, I encourage you to read his books. I've read all of his books. I've studied all of the anomalies that have recently been in our skies, allegedly, from Oumuamua, the cigar-shaped extraterrestrial first interstellar object ever discovered, ever. I want you to think about this, to 3I Atlas, to also the Borisov Comet. For those of you that don't know, what was really interesting about Oumuamua, and by the way, these are probes coming from the mothership. Okay, think about an aircraft carrier. I'm not saying I believe this, but these are the lies you'll be told by the deep state. Understand this. Remember Operation Warp Speed? Yeah, bro, because it's freaking aliens, dude. Follow me on X. It's alleged aliens. But let me make myself clear. This is interdimensional spiritual beings. There's a spiritual demonic component to this. Okay, they've opened up hell's pit as the Antichrist is now here and he's emerging. And oh my gosh, I'm going to share this with you because unconsciously yesterday I figured this out spiritually. I was even speaking to this random individual on the street, and I realized I was under spiritual attack because I noticed at the corner of my eye, as I was having a brief conversation with this individual, she was wearing the mark of the beast 666 on her neck. And I remember feeling like this anxiety and not being able to put my finger on it. You have to understand, we are at an interdimensional, non-human intelligent life form, okay, that is now coming from CERN, and the gates of hell are opening up as the deep state. This is why they did all those rituals with Epstein, right? Epstein was trafficking kids and sacrificing them like they've done in ancient times, because it's about this. It's about what Jimmy Carter, for those of you that don't know, when he became president of the United States for the first time, the suits revealed to him aliens and these non-human interdimensional beings, and he bawled like a baby. He literally shed tears in a beautiful moment because, of course, he was a Baptist Christian. He loved God and he loved Jesus so much. And so when that was revealed to Jimmy Carter, our once president, he bawled like a freaking baby. I want you to understand that underneath the East Wing, like the wing of an angel, the East Wing, folks, ladies and gentlemen, the deep state is currently building an AI continuity of government COGS data center. It is also a bunker fallout shelter. They're doing it in plain sight. This is why the budget is sky high. And Donald Trump is building the ballroom. It's not what's on top, it's what's below. Again, where do the demons live? Where is Satan banished to? Where are these interdimensional hellish pit freaks that put themselves into cryonics and feed off the BLOOD of what we saw with Epstein? Okay, this is all out in the open. Again, this is the spiritual war. This is so exciting. I mean, Jesus Christ is coming soon. Up only, ladies and gentlemen. Understand this. It's why we built the freaking digital Noah's Ark, ladies and gentlemen. It's why we've been doing this ceaselessly for near 2 decades. So this reveal, and Congress has been briefed, not everyone in Congress, but a lot of people, including myself, this is how I knew about the lockdowns and predicted them, that this non-intelligent human life form in a giant spacecraft, which now sent at least 3 probes, which I just shared you, the anomalous entities, the extraterrestrial objects, 3I Atlas, Borisov Comet, and also Oumuamua, which, by the way, is not a comet. Oh, I want to explain something to you because I've studied all this in deep dive research. When Oumuamua was discovered on the beautiful island of Malibu, where I live, it moved towards planet Earth, and in about a week's time, all of a sudden made a turn right at perihelion, okay, where the sun is, and then sped up, like on thrust. Okay, that's not a comet. Comets, they deteriorate in the sky. They emit gaseous materials and rocks as they're coming in. And so what we saw with the Oumuamua, and I encourage you to research Avi Loeb. I read all of his books. He's the head of the department of Harvard. Okay, this isn't a crackpot. He's telling you that the alien invasion is here, and this is what the president was briefed up. This is freaking why he turned white as a ghost in 2020. The starkness of the face, just like Jimmy Carter, bawled like a freaking baby, and the tears shed down his eyes. Donald Trump in 2020 was a ghost, was an absolute ghost, for a reason, because it was an alien attack. Now, I want you to understand that there's an advantage to a non-human, alleged intelligent life form that doesn't have matter or a material body. So these are immaterial, interdimensional beings. This is how the UFOs and the UAPs being revealed by the Pentagon, okay, which they've all revealed this already. Marco Rubio, the Deep State, the CIA, Stephen Greer, other whistleblowers blowing the freaking whistle, baby, on these freaking little green men. But that's the point. They're not little green men. They're an intelligence entity. Interdimensional beings that move from the waters below and above, like in the Bible, in the book of Genesis, before the Noahic flood. This is why we built the digital Noah's Ark, because this is round two. But again, as non-human with no bodies, okay, it's an ethereal mind out and operates outside of the spectrums that we can't see on the electromagnetic frequency spectrum. Okay, there's an advantage to that because they can travel at the speed of light. They can cross and bend space-time reality, which Donald Trump has admitted and the White House has factually admitted. They can control technological craft like UAPs, saucers in our sky, whatever those things might be. They move in and across through the space-time continuum because they don't have a body. Okay, like a human being can only go to a certain amount of G's, can't reach warp speed, can't go faster than the speed of light. But these interdimensional beings are just entities. But
Exactly.
Here's what the deep state and the government, how they're going to sell the lie is that it's aliens. But I am telling you, God bless you folks, Jesus Christ is King. These are not aliens. These are demons. These are demons.
Yes.
These are spiritual entities from the depths of hell.
Come on.
And I want you to understand this, just like I was spiritually attacked. Maybe you've been through this before, but yesterday there was literally she's not a friend, it's just someone I kind of ran into, and she's like, hey, Christopher, we start talking or whatever. It's just like a random encounter, and she's wearing 666 on her neck. These people will be activated during the disclosure. So I want you to understand this. I can't go into too much topical detail, although I do on Acts at AMTV Media all the time, and that's exploded higher, 150,000 new followers and subscribers. But the people that complied will be activated by the alien disclosure and the communication receiver devices, how do I say this, that are inside.
Mm-hmm.
You must understand. You must understand the spiritual war. The spiritual war. This is why I tell you to get into physical shape, ladies and